Guys, let's check this out. This is every MacBook coming in 2026. Could you imagine I collect all the MacBooks? Oh my gosh. I got the MacBook Air. I got the MacBook Air M4 chip. Just a standard M4 chip. I know you can always upgrade to the Max or the Pro. I know. People have commented down below in my videos saying the M4 is like not the best. We got the M4 Max and the M4 Pro and all that stuff. I know. I'm just saying. I got the M4. Just the standard, not the Max or the Pro or whatever. And I just got like the base model, but it's so good. It's so good. You don't need like to upgrade or anything. Like you don't need it. Like it's so powerful. It's so good. Even the M2 is so good. Like this is the Mac Mini M2. It's so good. It exports videos in like 40 seconds, and it's the M2. It's crazy. Like it exports my reaction videos in like freaking 40 seconds. Sometimes it's a minute or two, but usually it's like 40 seconds, and it's like what the frick, man. So like what? I don't need to complain. It's freaking 40 seconds. How much quicker do you want to go? And that's the M2. The M4 is like freaking, I don't know, 20 seconds. Like literally 20 seconds, 10 seconds. Like but man, the M2 this is still beast, dude. This is still beast. This Mac Mini is still beast. I use this Mac Mini for freaking these videos, and then I use my MacBook to edit, upload, and all that stuff. Sometimes I do it over here. It depends on the day. It depends what I'm doing. But I like the MacBook. I like the MacBook for editing, and this is for my reactions. So yeah, I got the whole thing going. Anyway, I should buy all the MacBooks. The MacBook Pros, the Airs, and the budget one. Might get the budget one just for fun. Just for funsies. I don't know. It's not going to be that much. I want to know what it's going to be like. Anyway, this is every MacBook coming in 2026. Let's check it out. I'm talking too much. Let's go.
So then guys, in 2026, it looks like it's going to be a mega launch year of MacBooks coming out from Apple this year. We in fact have the potential of 4 different types of MacBooks on their way, and some of them could be launching super soon. So let's dive right in there on what new MacBooks we're going to see. And
that's not what the A18 one's going to look like.
MacBook to the MacBook lineup, and that is going to be this new small one that is being added. Now we've been hearing that we're going to get this new MacBook budget or budget MacBook, MacBook E, MacBook SE, whatever you want to call it, and it's on its way. One of the key differences about this new MacBook is actually going to use one of 2 designs that we've had in the past. The first one could be a design that we had back in 2015, and this was known as just the MacBook. This had one USB-C port on the side and also had a 12.9-inch display. Now this MacBook back then did have an Intel chip in it. It didn't do that well. It got a bit hot as well because obviously it had no fans inside it. Also had the
Intel chip
keyboard that
MacBooks were bad
too, but it looks like Apple going to be reviving.
I didn't know MacBooks were that bad when they had Intel.
MacBook
I did not know that.
For this new budget one, obviously probably going to have the new Magic Keyboard added inside of it, and obviously we'll have Apple Silicon also built.
The Magic Keyboard?
In just a second.
What?
But the other type of MacBook that we could.
The Magic Keyboard. The Magic Keyboard's for the iPads. Interesting.
Also see being brought back is the 2018 MacBook Air design. This was the design that actually led us to the M1 MacBook Air 2. This was a 13.3-inch display one. It was a really great design. So Apple could also be bringing back this design or this type of MacBook with the likes of an Apple Silicon chip inside of it. Now, saying Apple Silicon chip, the main thing that's going to be different as well with this actual MacBook is it's not going to actually feature an M chip inside of it. We've been hearing it's going to feature an A chip, and specifically it's going to be the A18 Pro. Now you might be thinking, why the A18 Pro? Why not an M chip? Well, the A18 Pro is actually quite powerful, and I've talked about this before. If you look at single core performance here on this chart here, you can see it, it's faster than M3, and it's just a little bit behind in M4 in single core performance. That is more than enough.
I don't know, man.
And then just having a look at here at multi-core performance to the M1.
Apple is so smart. I don't think this MacBook's gonna last that long, because this MacBook is as good as the M1, and the M1's not gonna last for that much longer. It's the M1. Like, Apple knows what they're gonna do. Apple knows what they're doing, man. They want to seem like it's as fast as the M1, but I swear it's not gonna be supported for that long. A18 chip. I mean, the A18 chip's gonna last long, isn't it? Like, I don't know, because it's the M1. The M1 won't last that long. I don't know. Let's get back.
You can see it's very close with this, but the key difference is with the A18 Pro, it's only made out of a 6-core CPU, and that's 4 efficiency cores and 2 performance cores. Yeah, we're getting faster than M3 in single-core performance, and in multi-core performance with less cores, we are getting close to the M1 kind of power. And a lot of you guys out there still own M1 MacBook Pro, M1 MacBook Air. You know, you also own the likes of the M1, you know, iMac, and you still think it's great today because it is. And this is more than enough power what a lot of people out there need. And this is the point with this MacBook.
I wanted the studio display.
Designed for users who are looking to use, say, Final Cut Pro, or for Photoshop, or for Logic Pro, or huge AI models. This is a standard budget kind of MacBook.
Huge AI models.
This is for the ones who go to school or to college, who just need to write things in Pages or Word, check your emails, browse the internet. Things like this. That is what it's designed for. It's for people who want to use, say, GarageBand or iMovie. It's not for full-on pro use. This is what this iMacBook is going to be designed for when it does come out. But we've also been hearing that this new MacBook could also be one of Apple's cheapest ones they've ever made, with a price tag of $599 up to $799. So yeah, this is going to be very different to see when this does come out, and it is looking likely it's on target to come out this spring, potentially March time. So yeah, really excited for this.
Wow, it's coming in March?
But it doesn't just stop there. We've also been hearing about another new MacBook that is on its way, and that is also the MacBook Air. Again, what's most likely going to change here is that we're just going to get the M5 chip added inside to the current 13-inch and also 15-inch MacBook Air. Don't expect any design changes, don't expect ProMotion display or anything like that. It's literally going to be a swap out of the chip from M4 to M5. That is really going to be it. But do remember that the likes of the M4, you know, MacBook Air that we have right now, that has been a real success this time in the last year. In fact, you'd even be able to pick it up to close to $800 at some points throughout the year. So it's been incredible value for what you're getting with it.
Good.
And I give it a few months, I reckon you get the same thing from Best Buy, or for example, you know, if you shop around on Amazon, you'll probably be able to get it for $100 less than the $999 entry price. But the main thing is, it's going to get the M5 chip, very similar to what we've got in the MacBook Pro M5, but probably one of the key differences that probably that baseline 13-inch model probably will be missing 2 GPU cores, just like what we've got with the current M4 MacBook Air right now, the baseline version. So just be aware of that. But again, that is on target to come out this springtime, this sort of the March time, when we're expecting to see that. And prices again are probably going to stay exactly the same as like what we've got with the M4 MacBook Air for both the 13 and the 15-inch model. But just quickly, guys, I want to tell you about the channel giveaway we have for the
channel giveaway.
Right here.
Oh,
that's
Mac
right.
Mini.
I'm doing an international giveaway
Mac
for
Mini
a
M4.
Mac Mini with an M4 Pro inside there. And the great thing is, anyone around the world can enter into this giveaway. And
M4.
it's really easy
What is it, M4 Max
to get your
Pro?
hands on this. All you have to do is, first of all, is make sure that you are a subscriber to this channel. Now, the main reason why I say that is because I'm going to be giving away this Mac Mini M4 Pro when we get to 800,000 subscribers. So you want to do that because the sooner we get to 800,000 subscribers, the sooner I can give this away. The other thing to do is share this video with your family and friends right now. Press that share button, share it with them, get them to enter into. So yeah, this will be fantastic. Now, the second thing that you guys need to do is make sure that you put down in the comments below too of what technology gear you're hoping to get in 2026. It could be anything out there. It could be, say, a new MacBook Pro, a new iPhone. It doesn't have to be, you know, Apple related. It could be Nintendo Switch 2, PS5. It could be a new dishwasher. It could be anything technical, like I said. So put it down into the comments below right now. Now, the other thing what you guys want to do is make sure that, like I said, that you've subscribed and hit that notification bell, because when we get to 800,000 subscribers, just after that time, I'll be making a video on this channel, giving you even more details about the giveaway, including a form to fill in, and most importantly, when I'm going to do the live stream to give away.
No, I should have got the Mac Mini M4. Nah, doesn't matter.
this Mac Mini M4 Pro. So you don't want to miss out
That's
on
a lot
that.
smaller
So
than the
again,
M2.
Make sure that you definitely
There's no
subscribe, hit
M3
that
Mac Mini,
notification
it's
bell,
weird.
And also, like I say again, share this video with your family and friends and get them to do exactly the same. The last thing I just want to quickly say to you guys is sadly,
you can't
there are
show
still
on
lots of
YouTube.
scammers and
Oh, you can
spammers
show
out
on
there.
YouTube.
People still impersonate me, telling you to
Of course you
WhatsApp,
can't.
Telegram, Instagram, direct message. Please do ignore these people. Best to see right here. Please do report them. So, moving on from this end, let's talk about the last two types of MacBooks. And believe it or not, these are both MacBook Pros. And in fact, we're talking 2 generations of MacBook Pros. So let's talk about the first one that's on its way. Again, this is on target potentially for March time this year. And this is the one with the M5 Pro and the M5 Max going inside the current design of the MacBook Pro we have right now. So when I say the current design of the MacBook Pro, I'm talking about the one that we've had since 2021, what came out with the M1 Pro and the M1 Max. And obviously not much has changed in the design that much. The screen's got a little bit brighter with Space Black introduced. Obviously we've had Thunderbolt 5 introduced. That's about it really. There's not been really any kind of sort of physical and kind of big kind of changes. What's actually been changing the most is the chip inside of these MacBooks. Obviously we've gone from the likes of the Pro Maxes from M1 to M2, M3, M4, and now the M5 Pro and the M5 Max. And this is what's on target to actually come inside of these MacBooks.
That's awesome.
So again, we're expecting to potentially be getting an extra couple of cores in the CPU for both the Pro and the Max version.
How much faster is the Max?
GPU cores.
Because I swear, just the standard is so fast.
Probably variations of binned and unbinned versions of them, and this is on its way to look like to come out in March time.
Seriously, because this exports in like freaking, my videos export in like 40 seconds, so what's the M5 Max get? It's like gonna be like 1 second export, or like even less than a second, just like that. It's that fast.
This year again, pricing staying around exactly the same compared to the M4 Pro and also the M4 Max. But the
I really wonder. I want to get a Max just to see how fast it's going to export.
2026, but however,
it's going to be less than a second.
Come out in 2027 now, especially in how late the M5 Pro and the M5 Max is coming out. That obviously the gap between say November time when a new MacBook Pro could come out to where we are in March, we're talking around about 7 months or just over 7 months from there. It's not a long time for Apple to have a MacBook Pro out for that amount of time, so it could push out to 2027, just be aware of that. But that is the new OLED MacBook Pro. Now, the new OLED MacBook Pro, I'm going to make this statement right now, it's unlikely that you're going to see a standard M6 MacBook Pro with an OLED display or a brand new design MacBook Pro. It's probably going to be reserved for the likes of just the M6 Pro and the M6 Max. Just like what Apple did with the current MacBook Pro design we have right now, we have that design exclusive for the M1 Pro, the M2 Pro, the M1 Max, and also the M2 Max. It wasn't until M3 that we got the kind of standard M3 in the design we have right now, and I think Apple will do exactly the same here. So just
I don't remember that.
But one of the big things, obviously, like I keep saying, is the OLED display. But that's where it will be completely.
I've always wanted to be in the Apple ecosystem, but I never I always had an iPhone or an iPod, but I've never been fully in the Apple ecosystem until now. So I'm all in the Tony Stark ecosystem of ecosystems of Iron Man. So let's go.
Changing this time around, so we will actually be getting.
I've joined the Tony Stark team.
The standout feature is that actual screen. So this will be a tandem OLED, very similar to like we have with the iPad Pro right now. It's a fantastic display. We've also been hearing that we could potentially be getting touchscreen also added to this new model. Now, something else that's also been floating around is that this new MacBook Pro with the OLED is also going to be slightly thinner as well. Not a lot, probably sitting in between what we have with the current MacBook Air and the current MacBook Pro, somewhere in the middle there. Now, I know before everyone starts shouting, going, what about thermals? That is a terrible idea. Remember, this is a new MacBook Pro built from the ground up. We could be getting vapor chambers. We could be getting a new type of fan design, new type of heat sinks design. You get the idea here. Just like when we got the M1 Pro and the M1 Max, obviously Apple thought in their mind that this design, and obviously chips are going to get hotter over the next, say, 4 or 5 years. We've got to design something to actually last to the very end. They'll be doing the same thing here.
It just looks so clean.
M11 or something like this, or M10
Professional.
with this new design. So that's one thing I'm just going to say, just be aware of there. Obviously, it's going to get slightly thinner. This is something that Apple will think about. Don't worry there, but they'll definitely want to keep things cool. But like I said, the main thing is the OLED display is going to be the big change. Having that M6 Pro and M6 Max is also going to be a big thing. Probably the ports on the side are going to stay exactly the same in what you get as features there, so don't expect anything like that. Dynamic Island is potentially going to be added too, so we won't have the notch anymore. But really, that is it for 14 and a 16-inch version. Now, I'm going to say this, prices probably will go up with this OLED display, so just be aware of that, at least by $100 more, I'm going to say, for the 14 and the 16-inch model.
That's American price.
Yeah, again, be aware of that when that does come out. But like I said, with the M5 Pro and the M5 Max coming out now potentially in March time, well, it does make me wonder that obviously this OLED one could be pushed out to 2027, because we're talking like around about a 7-month gap or so, 7-8 month gap between having the M5 Pro and M5 Max to the M6 Pro and M6 Max. It's not unheard of, but it's quite a short kind of time to do that. So personally, I think this could even be pushed out to 2027 to get this model. We'll just have to wait and see. But really, guys, even if we do get some 2026, that is 4 new MacBook Pros on their way, or 4 new MacBooks, I should say, not MacBook Pros, on their way in 2026. And I, for one, am super excited for them. Is there any that you're excited about? Any of the ones that you're thinking of getting your hands on? Well, let me know in the comments below. And on that note as well, guys, it's time to wrap up the video too. So if you have...
Okay, a lot of details. Whew, a lot of information. Yeah, I want to get the budget MacBook just for funsies. Who remembers back in the day though when the MacBooks had all these ports? Do you remember when the MacBook had all the USB-A ports? Had the SD card port, I think. Had the SD, it had a CD drive. It had everything. That's what the MacBooks. And now we just got with 2 USB. The MacBook Air's just got 2 USB-C ports, and it's just like that's it. You have to use an adapter, a USB-C hub, to have like USB-A, SD cards, and all that stuff. It's just not bad. I don't care. I don't mind about that. I actually like that. Like, it's not too much of a deal for me with USB hubs and stuff. But I remember the old MacBooks. You had so many ports, man. It's SD card port, freaking USB-A, CD drive, everything. Now we've kept it nice and simple now. Now it's like nice and slick. It looks nice though. It looks just minimalist. I like the minimalist look. Anyway, I do want to get the A18 MacBook just for funs, because it's not going to be that much. I want to know what it's going to be like. I don't know if it's going to support an external display. I think it does support external display, but only one external display, so I don't know, hopefully. But I don't think if you close the MacBook, this display is going to turn off. I don't know. It probably is. Because with the MacBook Air, if you close the MacBook, the display still stays on, which is really sick. But I don't think it's going to be like that with the budget MacBook. And you can't download the M-chip video games, which is Resident Evil, Tomb Raider, all the console games. You can't download them with an A-chip, only with an M-chip. So that's a bit of a bummer. It is a bit of a bummer. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Which MacBook will you guys get? Yeah, I'm thinking about getting the MacBook Pro. Just have a whole collection of Apple products. Seriously, I should make a video of all my Apple products, because I got so many Apple products. Still got the iPod Nano, and all my iPod Touches. I got the iPod Touch 3rd gen, 4th gen, 5th, and 6th. Didn't get the 7th. Never got the 7th gen. I became too old. I got too old. Always kept the 6th gen though. Always got up to the 6th gen on that. So, yeah. It's so funny. Man. Maybe I should do a video about all that stuff. Show you guys all my iPods. Still got the Nano, man. That thing was beast. 4 gig. Was it a 4 gig? It was a 4 gig. That was a lot back in the day. 4 gig. Could fit like freaking thousands of songs. I wonder how many songs you could fit in the 4 gig. I don't remember. I think it's like 4,000 songs or something like that. I don't remember. Back in the day, that was a lot though. Back in the day, where it was a lot of songs. 4 gig. 4 gig's a lot. Man, we used to have freaking, what was it? 1 gig USB. 1 gig USB. 1 gig USB, we even had like 500 megabyte USBs. 2 gig USBs. A 2 gig USB. I remember that. Oh my gosh. 500 megabyte USB. That was a lot though, guys, alright. If you had like 32 gig, if you had 16 gig, that was even a lot, you were rich. But even if you had like 32 gig or 64 gig, you were freaking rich, man. I don't think there was 128 gig USBs back then, but it topped up to 64 back then. It's so funny. If you had a 4 gig USB, you were mid to range. 8 gig, you were kind of a bit high, but like this was the cool stuff back in the day in school. So even with calculators, everybody had their own specific calculator. Like whoever had the coolest calculator was the richest. It was true. And me and my brother had like the most. I think we had the most expensive calculator. Like our one was like a pro calculator. I remember that one. I don't think I still have it. I might have it. It might be in one of my pencil cases from high school. I gotta check it. Oh my god, a pencil case? People don't even know what a pencil case is anymore, or a diary. We use all these technologies now. No books. People don't even know what books are. It's so funny. Anyway, what a world. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think about all this. Which MacBook will you guys get? If you guys are gonna get a new MacBook, let me know. Yeah. I should make a video of all my Apple products though. Dude. Oh my gosh. I remember, man. Whoever had the best calculator was the coolest, was the richest in high school. This was all high school stuff. Anyway, yeah. Drop a like if you guys did enjoy my reaction to this. Subscribe, make sure the notification bell is on. Stay tuned for my next reaction, because you guys gotta stay tuned. We're in the doon. So stay tuned. Alright? And stay awesome. And go get your Tony Stark products. That's all. Be in the Tony Stark ecosystem, because it's the best. That's why Apple work for Tony Stark. They work for the Stark Industries. Apple. That's what they do. They know freaking Iron Man. They know Tony. That's what they do. That's where they get all the technology from. They get it from fucking Stark Industries. Fucking bizarre. Yeah, they do. I gotta top this. I gotta make a holographic computer. I've always wanted to do that. I make a holographic computer. Holographic screen, holographic keyboard, mouse. Like, it's not even there. It's a hologram. You just type in midair, and it just 3D. It comes up and everything. And then this thing's like 3D, like a 3D. Like, full-on futuristic. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to invent. And I can do it. We got the technology for it. Alright. I'll stop the video now. Stay awesome, guys. Don't forget to turn the notification bell on. Turn the notification bell on.